You, young artist person, your failure is imminent. Whatever idea of success that you have lodged in that big, beautiful, juicy brain may never come to pass. Hi, my name is Jeffrey. I'm a comedy writer, a performer, and somebody that is missing her nail, don't judge me. I'm a struggling artist. Anyway, we'll get to that. And I'm a documentary producer. And I'm here today because I want to share all of the knowledge and the information and the tips and tricks that I have learned at my big age of 35 years old. Please do not tell anybody that I'm 35 because I lie when I go to bars. Now, just gonna keep it real with you guys. When I was 25 years old, I wish somebody would have told me these things so I wouldn't have made half the mistakes that I made, but that's why you're watching this video right now. So if you get one piece of information out of here that helps you or that you find useful or you just like my bang yangs, go ahead and hit that like button. It would be great. And if you really want to commit to something LTR, that means long-term relationship for everybody that's on Tinder, go ahead and hit that subscribe. We have fun. Now, first, don't be afraid to fail, okay? Your failure as a creative is imminent. Hell, your failure doing anything on this earth is imminent. And I think the biggest lesson that I want to share is don't be afraid to fall flat on your face. There are going to be things that work and there are going to be things that don't work. But I think the beautiful thing about finding out what doesn't work is you figure out how to do things better. You adapt, you learn, you grow. And a creative aspect, that is super important because that means that you can find your success that much faster. For me, failure, in my eyes, was being on stage by myself. For years, I did comedy at UCB, the Pit here in New York. I did comedy in Baltimore, Texas, all over the place, but I never wanted to go on stage by myself as a stand-up because I was like, I'm not trying to fail. And for years, I could have been developing my craft. I could have been getting better. I could have been doing things. I could have been Kevin Hart, but I was scared. But I say that to say, don't be afraid. Lean into the things that scare you the most because those are gonna be the things that push you ahead the most. Oh, that was deep. You know, you write that down? He didn't write it down. And I know a lot of people are like,
oh, but Jeffrey, like Kevin Hart didn't have a backup plan and he's a famous comedian.
You're right. Kevin Hart didn't have a backup plan, which is why Kevin Hart was, I think his mom was like paying for his bills at some point. It was a struggle bus. It was a struggle bus. If you are an artist, unless your mama is rich or your daddy is rich or your uncle is Tyler Perry, you are going to struggle for some period of time. You are going to fail for some period of time. And for some people, that period is very, very small. And oftentimes that doesn't even have anything to do with their degree of talent or how hard they work or how consistent they are. It's just the way of the world. For me, that period of time feels like a very long time. I've been doing comedy a while, still haven't reached what I wanted to reach, but that's fine. It is what it is. I just want to tell you guys that because I think oftentimes we see TV or TikTok or things and we see people just like blow up and we just assume, oh, all I have to do is move to New York City and start doing improv comedy and then I'm going to be a black Tina Fey. And it doesn't work like that. Okay? You have to figure out, why am I doing this creative thing? What is the why behind my passion? Am I doing this to help people? Am I doing this to help myself? Am I doing this to find myself? Figure out what that is, because when you're failing and when you're in the mud and you're in the dirt, you're going to need something to connect to and to keep you going and to keep you grounded. And for me, I just had one of the biggest failures of my life. As I mentioned, I'm in New York City. I was on a UCB sketch team for a couple of years. That was my whole reason why I moved to New York City, was because everybody that I knew and loved at the time had come up from UCB. You want to get on SNL? Get on UCB. I finally got on a sketch team, finally got on the SNL scholarship program, meeting all the SNL casting directors. They picked people to get on the show, and guess who they didn't pick? Me. I was crushed. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with in my life. And then to make it worse, I just recently got kicked off a team, baby. I'm laughing because I'm pained. But I say that to say sometimes things happen, we don't understand why, but you just have to keep going. You have to remember why you're doing it. For me, I do comedy because I want to make the world a better place. I do comedy because the world can be really dark and really lonely sometimes, but if I can give somebody a laugh, if I can make somebody think twice about something, then I can make the world a little bit better. So the sooner that you can accept that as a creative, as an artist, you will fail and you will struggle, the better that you can prepare for it. And now you're like,
but Jeffrey, how can I prepare for this?
First thing, have a backup plan, okay? Whether that's like web design or IT or third tech-based thing that isn't gonna go anywhere no matter how AI changes, you need to have something that you can fall back on. For me, my fallback on thing was post-production. For the last 15 years, I have worked as a post-producer, a post-production supervisor, an associate producer, associate post-producer, story producer, all of the things in documentary television. And I've worked on some really dope projects over the years. I've been so grateful. And that has been the thing that has allowed me to do comedy through all these years. And then the writer's strike happened, baby. And then the AI boom happened, baby. And everything came crashing down. And it was in that moment that I realized, ding, I need to do and have a backup plan that has nothing to do with the thing that I love to do. I love making television. I've made television since I was 12 years old. I've had a camera in my hand. But that doesn't mean that's the thing that needs to pay my bills. So I think it's important that you, as a creative, have a backup that has, ooh, I'm missing a nail. I need to do something. I also do nails. Have a backup that has nothing to do with the main thing that you're doing. The industry is evolving because AI is nobody's hoe, and now you can make a movie without humans, which is like, what? So I say that to say, you need to do better than me, okay? Be better than me. I want better for you. I wish that I was 25 watching this video instead of whatever I was doing at 25, which is making other videos that nobody watched. Have something that, at the end of the day, even as there are innovations that are being made, even as industries are changing, you still feel good of like, you know what? This is something that isn't gonna go anywhere. For example, finance, the medical field. I know those things don't sound as fun, but you know what's not fun? Being homeless, okay? You know what else doesn't sound fun? Not eating for 2 days, okay? Have a solid backup plan. And for me, my new backup plan is gonna be doing something in the mental health field. I can't believe I'm saying this in real life. So I will continue to pursue comedy and do stand-up and make sketches and make web series, and I hope you will join me. I want you to be a part of it, okay? It's gonna be dope, it's gonna be great. I wanna see what your backup plan is, what your hustle is. Let's change the world, baby, let's do it. But we gotta be smart about it, baby, okay? No starving artists out here. I'm talking at least two square meals a day, 2 triangle meals a day, at least a carb and a vegetable, because we shouldn't have to starve. We're smart, beautiful, probably melanated. I don't know, if you're not, that's okay too. You can subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Happy Black History Month, okay? We're amazing people and we should be making amazing things to make this amazing world even better. So if you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. Nino says thank you. Say thank you. Say thank you. Okay, he's not with it right now. Bangs! I love you. Please stay warm. I don't have on those sleeves, but it's January in New York City. It's 22 degrees outside. I'm cold, okay? I love you. Bye. Mwah.